Hey everyone, it's Christina and we're going to go through like a yoga flow mobility workout today. So this can be used maybe first thing when you wake up in the morning, you just want to get your body warmed up. It can be used before you actually go into your workout just to start to activate everything. Or it can be used on a recovery day when you just want to move a little bit and get the blood flowing. So follow along, you won't need anything besides your body, and if you want to grab a yoga mat, you can do so. So let's get going. So the first thing that we're going to do is just reach up overhead, lengthen through the sides of the body, and then we're going to swan dive forward, reaching butt back, chest out, reach down to the floor, and then locking it out to our plank position. We're just going to stay here for just a second. Middle fingers facing forward, shoulders down the back, tucking that pelvis, just warming up for the day. Engaging those quads by pushing back through those heels. And then we're going to send our hips high into our downward dog. Push our heels down to the floor. Start to walk yourself back. Bending the knees if you need to. And then rolling yourself back up. We're going to repeat the whole thing one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, as you stick the butt out, stick the chest out. Hands down to the floor. Walk it out. 4, 3, 2. Get into that plank position. Start to rock a little bit here. Pushing through the head, pushing back through the heels. Just an alignment check, making sure that everything's in a straight line, the butt isn't too high, hips aren't too low. And then come to stillness. And then spread the feet just a little bit wider. And we're going to send the hips back and reach opposite hand to something back there. Maybe toe, shin, knee. And then come back to your plank. Replace the hands. And then other side, left hand reaching back to opposite leg. Come back to your plank and just continue to go from your plank to your downward dog. You just really want to make sure that there's a difference between each movement. So really pressing the hips high and heels down in the downward dog, and then hitting that plank and squeezing everything. We're doing one more. Reaching that left hand back, sending the hips up. Coming back to your plank, and then bring the feet close together and tighten the hips back up. At this time, walking your hands back. And then rolling yourself up. And then just one more to get yourself back to that plank position. As you swan dive forward, walk the hands out into your plank. And then from here, we're going to take it to a Spider-Man. So you're going to take that left leg, step it all the way to your left pinky finger, and just settle in here for a second. Making sure you have a 90-degree angle in that front leg. The back leg, you're pushing through that heel, locking out. You feel a stretch to the front of that thigh as well. And then replace the foot back into your plank and step that other foot forward, just opening up the other hip. Sometimes you might not be able to get this foot here. If that's the case, then I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. So step back. So maybe you need to step the foot in, put the knee down, and then bring it the rest of the way. And then you can straighten the leg back. That is fine. Another option, as we switch legs, is to put the knees down from the beginning, step in, tuck the back toe, and then straighten the leg. That might be a little more comfortable for you. And then from here, step back into your plank, hike the hips up, downward dog, walk yourself back, roll yourself up, inhale, exhale, we're adding on. So swan dive forward, hands down to the floor, walk it back to the top of your push-up, Spider-Man that left leg, and again, except this time we're adding a reach. So inhale, and then exhale as you open up, and you're gonna have a straight line from your top hand down through your shoulders and down into the hand that's on the floor. And then put the hand down, put the foot back, switch sides. Right leg steps in, inhale and exhale as you open up. Getting now the thoracic spine, T-spine, upper back opener as well. Put the hand down, put the foot back, switch sides again. Adding on as we open up to the ceiling. This time you're going to take your middle fingers of your left hand and you're going to carve and reach through, try to reach for that back toe. So you're rounding that left shoulder down to the floor. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale as you reach back. 1 more time. Inhale as you open up. Exhale as you float back. And then put the hand down, put the foot back, step the other leg in. Same thing, other side. Opening up. And now right middle finger is going to carve in between the foot and the hand on the floor as you try to round that right shoulder back. 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round through. Last one. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round through. Hand down, foot back. Hug your hips up for a second. We're going to add on one more wave, reach. So roll yourself back to a plank position, and then start over by taking that left foot in. And we're gonna go to 3 different positions. So take that left hand, you're gonna try to get the elbow to the inside of that foot. You can kind of bend this right hand a little bit. That's 1. Now open up to the ceiling, 2. And then exhale as you fold through like we just did for 3. Do that again. Left elbow to the insole for 1. Up to the ceiling for 2. Reach back in between for 3. 1 more time. Hand to the floor. Up to the ceiling. Reach back in between. Put the hand down for the foot back. Switch sides. Right leg steps in. Right elbow tries to reach to the insole. So you slightly bend that left elbow to get you down. It's kind of like a lizard pose in yoga. Hands to the ceiling. And then reaching in between. And then just every round you do this, you just try to flow it a little bit more. And you just try to get like millimeters deeper into your stretch. Fold in between. Put your hand down, put your foot back. Spread your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, and then come down to your elbows. Interlace the hands, press into the floor. And then from here, pike your hips up, almost like to a downward dog. You might have to crawl your feet in a little bit as you press your chest back. Dolphin pose, and then lower yourself back to a plank. 2 more times. Send the hips up, chest goes back. Try to get biceps in line with your ears. Lower back down. 1 more time. As you breathe, open up that upper back. Come back to your plank, put your knees down, and then let's flip over onto our backs for a second and work a little bit with some dead bugs. So we are on our backs. We're gonna bring our legs into a tabletop position. So knees at 90 degrees, hands to the ceiling, belly button drawn in. And we're gonna take right hand and left leg and we're gonna press it out and hold, squeezing the left butt cheek. Make sure our right leg didn't go anywhere. And then come back to center. And then keep switching. This is such a great exercise for warming up the core, for priming any movement that you're gonna do, and really just for waking up the body. Reaching long as you reach out. 1 more each side, reaching back. Last time. And then from here, place the hands down, place the heels on the floor. We're gonna go into a hip bridge. So tucking the pubic bone, you're gonna press the hips up and hold, trying to get a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. And then try to keep the hips up as long as possible as you roll yourself piece by piece by piece back down to the floor. Let's do that again. Tuck the pubic bone and press the hips up, loading through those heels that we were getting our hamstrings and glutes. Then lower yourself back down. We're doing 1 more, and then we're gonna take it into a march. So tuck the pubic bone, press up and hold. And then 1 at a time, pull 1 knee into your chest, making sure that you have minimal rocking in those hips, that we're driving through those heels, again, to load those hamstrings, start to warm up our posterior chain, the back of the body. Let's just do 4 more, controlling, keeping those hips level. 2 more times, and then we're gonna go back to the beginning. Last one, right here. Lower your hips down, bring those knees back up into 90 degrees, hands to the ceiling, back to dead bug. So reaching 1 arm out at a time, drawing it back in. Keeping the back section cupped to the floor. It's gonna wanna pop off a little bit. Try not to let it, or else it's just gonna go into your lower back and not your abdominals. Let's do 4 more. Breathing. Almost like you're pressing your leg out against something, like at the gym, that leg press machine, you're really trying to press and reach. 1 more time. And then come back to center, hands go down, feet go down, repeat as you press your hips up, hold, and then rolling your spine back down. 2 more times. Pubic bone tucked as you press up and hold. Each time you get up to the top, you're squeezing the life out of your butt cheeks, stay at the top, and then pull 1 leg in, put it down. Other leg in, bring it down, keep marching. And if the march, maybe it's too much for you, you can just stay at the top of that hip bridge without pulling your knees into your chest like this, and you can just stay at the top until we're done. We have 4 more. 4 more here. Still squeezing the butt cheeks, driving to the heels. 3, last 2, 1 more time. 1 hand, lower your hips down. Hug your knees into your chest for a second. opening up that lower back. And then we're gonna come up onto all fours. So roll yourself up to a seated position, and then we're gonna flip around onto all fours, and we're gonna open up the hips a little bit. So I want you to take that right leg out to the side. And then you might want to put a little bit of weight into that foot as well. And from here, let's just start rocking. So you're going to send your hips back and then back to a forward position. Rocking back and forth. This should feel really good in that inner thigh. Kind of like a half of a child's pose, kind of. And then we're going to do one more. And then from here, the right leg is out, the right arm is going to reach as you open up to the ceiling. Inhale, and then exhale. We're going to carve those middle fingers between the hand and the knee and fold to the floor, taking that right temple to the floor. Let's just do two more here. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, fold. You can bend that left elbow to help get you down. One more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. And then come back to center. Let's take this leg and actually swing it back behind us and then lift it and reach the left arm, opposite arm out in front of you. So now we're in bird dog. So I have a straight line from my middle finger to my heel. My belly button is pulled in. We're gonna reach long and then connect elbow to knee as we round our back and then reach right back out like we're pressing that leg away. Continue, and right here it's kind of like a little crunch. So I'm drawing my belly button in. I'm really trying to connect my elbow to my knee so I can round my back. Let's do one more. Reach it up. And then hold, stay, squeeze that butt cheek, lower down. And then let's take the whole thing on the other side. So we're starting with that left leg out. And we're rocking. I like to untuck that back toe so I can just send my hips back a little bit. And again, you might want to take that left leg and shimmy it out a little bit. Just puts a little weight into that foot and gives us an extra stretch in that inner thigh. One more, and then we're gonna go into our rotations. Last one, rock back, come to center. Right hand goes down in front of your face. Left arm, inhale, just open up. And then exhale, left middle fingers, carve in between hand and knee as you fold down to the floor. Inhaling, open up. Exhale, fold down. Let's do one more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold down. And then come back up onto the hands. Take that left leg, swing it behind, and then lift it up, making sure hips are square. Opposite hand, so right hand is going to reach out. I have a straight line from middle finger to heel. Everything is dialed down to the floor with belly button pulled in. And then take everything in, driving elbow to knee, and then reach right back out. Let's do four more. Rounding the spine, dropping that head, and reaching out. So we're really articulating through that spine and then squeezing the butt. Last two, draw it in. Press it out. Last one, draw it in. Press it out. Bring the hand down, bring the foot down, and then shift back into what's called a 90-90 position. So that front leg is going to be 90-degree angle, back leg at 90-degree angle. And then from here, we're going to take the hands and we're going to bring them towards that front leg, or chest is facing that front leg, and then just start to fold yourself forward. Maybe you want your hands to come down to the floor a little bit. Maybe you're more comfortable bringing them out in front of you. Just opening up that hip. And then walk yourself back up. We're going to do that one more time. Think of lengthening out as you go forward, pulling that belly button and chest down towards that front knee. And then coming back up, and then keeping the feet where they are. Try to rotate up and over. So knees go up, 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 up. And then you're on the other side. We'll do the same thing. Hands go down, twist towards that front leg, anchoring the hips to the floor, trying to let it pop off too much. And then sending that chest forward and down. The hips are going to come off here a little bit. You should feel this nice deep stretch in the front of that right leg. Feels really good. It's kind of like a pigeon pose. Same concept, right? Opening up that hip. Diving forward, coming back up, and then take those knees and go up and over as we rotate. Let's continue just doing those legs up and over. Trying to stay tall, all right, try not to collapse through that spine. Do one more up and over, great one for opening up those hips. And then from here, shift yourself back onto all fours. Straighten those legs behind you. Another downward dog because I love them so much. Driving those heels down to the floor. Start to tread through those feet. And then we're just going to lift one leg at a time. So take that right leg, keep the foot dialed down to the floor. So you lift that leg up, and then drive your knee in between the hands and hold. And then send the leg back up to the ceiling, keep it square. And then take knee across the body to opposite armpit. Send the leg back up to the sky. Take it same arm, right back up to the ceiling, and then step through into a pigeon. So untucking the back toe, maybe coming down to the elbows as you rest in a pigeon pose, making sure that you're not sitting to that leg, but your hip, where your pocket is dialed down to that front leg. The closer the leg is underneath you, it becomes a little easier. You can start to walk out that leg as well. The more parallel it is to if you had a mat in front of you, you'll feel a little deeper stretch. This you could also take a figure 4 stretch on your back if you wanted to, if this is too much. To get out of it, roll to your hips, straighten the legs. Same thing, other side, back to a plank position, send the hips high. Downward dog, send that left leg up to the ceiling. Drive your right knee in between, kind of like a mountain climber. And then press it back up to the ceiling. Crossing over the body, left knee to right armpit, right knee, hover, hover, hover. Bring it back to the center. Going over same elbow as legs, or left to left. Go back up. And then draw it right in between, put it down on the floor, untuck the back toe, pigeon pose. Last time. Should be working up a little sweat here. I have a little glisten going on. Opening up that left hip. So again, making sure you're not sitting to that left side. Dial that hip down. Breathing into it, stretching out the hip and the butt. One more inhale. One more exhale. Roll to the side. Shoot those legs back, downward dog, last one, I promise. Send those hips high. From here, just start to walk the hands back to the feet. Bending the knees once you get all the way in. And then just giving yourself an elbow to elbow, just hug as you let the upper body just fold over. Making sure that neck is completely relaxed. Heavy, heavy with the hands. Release the hands down to the floor and start to roll yourself up. Making sure you're really keeping that head tucked down. Stacking piece by piece by piece. Take your shoulders up, back and down for 4 times once we get to the top. 3, for 2, last one. Or take 3 inhales, bring your feet together, reach, inhale all the way up. And then flip your palms and exhale, press, grow taller through your head. 2 more times, inhale, reach all the way up. Lengthen the side of the body, exhale down. Last one of the day, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Shake it out. Give yourself a round of applause for allowing your body to move, warming it up. Maybe you want to go into your workout right now. Maybe that was your workout for the day. Either way, rest your body, honor your body, and have a great day.